Shalom. It's your man Real be back again doing another scripts to meditate with. But this right here, this is a special edition, limited edition, special edition. Cause I'm not just gonna read today. We're gonna dig into a little bit of stuff. So let's get into it. We talking reverence for Hawaii, the Creator, the Almighty. Alright, the beginning and the end. Reverence for Hawaii versus terror from Hawaii. Alright, so I got a little image up. On the right side, we got reverence. And on the left side, we got fear or terror. Alright, and to kick things off, we're going to dig into the scripts. And we're going to head over here to Psalms, a Mizmor of David. Psalms 34, when he changed his behavior before Abimelech, who drove him away, and he departed. Alright, Psalms 34 reads, I will bless Hawaii at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in Hawaii. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify Hawaii with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought Hawaii, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and Hawaii heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of Hawaii encamps round about them that fear him, and delivers them. O taste and see that Hawaii is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. O fear Hawaii, ye, his holy ones. For there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Hawaii shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of Hawaii. What man is he that deserves life and loves many days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil, and your lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of Hawaii are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of Hawaii is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and Hawaii hears, and delivers them out of all their troubles. Hawaii is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such as be of a contrite ruach. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Hawa delivers him out of all them out of them all. He guards all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Hawa redeems the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Alright. All praises Hawa. So, main thing we talking about today is fear. Alright. Now this is the special edition. So I will be getting into a few things. But I'm gonna show you how this built up because it's crazy, you know. I was gonna hold off on this video until Shabbat. But you know, sometimes you ever get like a confirmation out of nowhere. Like, I was thinking about doing this, and then all of a sudden, I got confirmation that, so you know, it'll be something like what they would call coincidence. But to me, it's not a coincidence; it's confirmation. So that made me go ahead and push and do it. And whenever I do, whenever I get it in my spirit to start putting together something, it's like it just falls in my lap. Like it's like it just gets put on my desk. You know? It's amazing. Like, all I can say is Hawaii is amazing. But yeah, I started this all by digging into the word worry, right? Like, what makes people worry? Where does it come from? So if you look up the word worry, you'll get, it's like, the first definition you're going to get is to slay, kill, or injure by biting and shaking the throat, as a dog or wolf does. Alright, so that's interesting. Biting and shaking the throat. But if you keep going, the figurative meaning, to annoy, bother, vex, strangle, cause mental distress or trouble. The intransitive sense of to feel anxiety or mental trouble. Alright? The noun version, harassing anxiety arising from cares and troubles. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's anxiety, right? So I dug into anxiety. Anxiety, an emotion characterized by an unpleasant state of inner turmoil, includes feelings of dread over anticipated events. Anxiety is different from fear in that fear is defined as the emotional response to a present threat, whereas anxiety is the anticipation of a future one. Alright, so they're saying that anxiety is different from fear. Alright. Anxiety is closely related to fear, which is a response to a real or perceived immediate threat. Alright? So it's close to fear, but it's not quite anxiety. Alright? So then, let's see. What is fear? Right? Fear. Intimidate. Cause the coward. Alright? And I thought it was interesting on here. It says to put the fear of God into someone. In the etymology, right? To put the fear of God into someone. Alright? So I took it a little further because when we talk about the fear of God, what we're really talking about is a reverence. A reverence, right? A feeling or attitude of deep respect. All right, that's what we're talking about. When you say fear of the Most High, it's deep respect tinged with awe. All right, because Hawaii is awesome. So when we talk about Hawaii, we're in awe. Alright? Outward manifestation of this feeling, a gesture indicative of deep respect. Right? Bow, courtesy. The state of being revered or treated with respect. Alright? To treat or regard with reverence, venerate. One should reverence God and His laws. See? Adore, honor, revere. These are all things related to the fear of the righteous when we're talking about the Most High. Alright? It's a difference. Okay? Now, we know another type of fear is terror. This is a different type of fear. Alright, this is intense. This is sharp. This is overmastering fear. To be frantic with terror. Alright? This is intense fear on anxiety. So there it is. Terror can be associated with anxiety. Alright? A quality of causing terror. Any period of frightful violence or bloodshed likened to the reign of terror in France. Violence or threats of violence used for intimidation. Terrorism. A personal thing that is especially annoying or unpleasant. Alright? So, to frighten. Alright? Holy terror. Alright? Horror. Panic. Extreme fear in the presence of danger or evil. Alright, this is terror. Alright? So these are both different types of fear, because reverence can also be a type of fear, but it's in a good way. Terror is in a bad way. So when we go and we look it up, alright? Alright, so this right here will break it down to your root of the word Strong's, give you the Strong's number and definition of words, right? So we type in fear. These are all the different type of fears in the Bible. All right. Now, the word that we're talking about, to revere, respect, venerate, that comes from H3372. Yer, yar. All right, yar. But when we're talking about terror, dreadfulness, fear, horror, idols, we're talking about Ema or Magor, right? Pashad. It's a lot, all right? But yeah, this right here just breaks down all the different. But look at all the different types of fears there is in the Bible, all right? And we can tell the difference when we go. Let's see. If we search it in the East World, right? So search fear. All right, first thing pop up, Genesis 9:2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and every fowl of the air. So this type of fear, H4172. All right, if we click on that, it brings us to morale. All right, terror, morale. All right, but if we look for the fear, Genesis 20:11, Abraham said, "Because I thought surely the fear of the Most High is not in this place." So this type of fear is H3374, what we just looked up, which is Yara. Alright, from H3373. Alright, see, this is reverence. Morally reverent. Alright, morally reverent is Yar or Yare. You got Yare, then you got Mora. These are two different types. Alright. So it took me to, and I kept digging, I started thinking about phobias. Alright? Because you know, phobia is an anxiety disorder. Alright? Excessive fear. So people have phobias like a fear of spiders, fear of snakes, fear of heights. Alright? These are all different type of phobias. Right? I think the fear of spiders is called like arachnophobia or something like that. But yeah. So that took me to, I looked up the spirit of fear. And when I looked up the spirit of fear, it took me to Phobos. I said, oh, that sounds like phobia. Phobos, mythology. So Phobos is the god, so they say, and personification of fear and panic. I said, oh, okay. Phobos was the son of Aries. I said, what? Because if you caught the last video I did on Egypt, at the end of the video, we talked about Aries. Alright, son of Zeus. So I was like, that's crazy. I just got right back to the same thing I was just looking at. Alright, so I said, this can't be a coincidence. Phobos was the son of Aries and Aphrodite, and the brother of Deimos. He does not have a major role in mythology outside of being his father's attendant. Alright, so this is the Phobos is personification of fear. Let's look. That's supposed to be Phobos. I guess. Which one? But yeah. I said that was interesting. I got right back to Aries. Just by looking up fear and worrying. So then I looked into it a little bit. Deimos and Phobos. Alright, Deimos and Phobos were the gods, so-called gods, of personified spirits, daimonis, of fear. Deimos represented terror and dread, while his brother Phobos was panic, flight, and rout. They were sons of the war god Ares, who accompanied their father into battle, driving his chariot and spreading fear in his wake as sons of Aphrodite, goddess of love. The twins also represented the fear of loss. So these two are spirits because personified spirits, daimonis, right? Alright, and then it really goes into all this mythology stuff on here. But then I looked up the word daimon, because they said they were daimons. I said, that sounds like demon. Alright? And sure enough, when I looked it up, it can also be spelled that way, meaning God or godlike power, fate, denotes an unknown superfactor which can either be good or hostile. Alright? A lesser deity or a guiding spirit. Were possibly seen as souls of men of the golden age. So these daimons are lesser divinities or spirits, personifications of abstract concepts, being of the same nature as both mortals and deities, similar to ghosts, cosmic heroes, spirit guides, forces of nature, or deities themselves. So they're both mortal and a deity. It's like a demigod, I guess. Alright, but these are evil spirits, man. Alright, they call them divine spirits. And here we go with Zeus. Alright, enter Deimos by the will of Zeus. Alright. So then I looked up demon and evil spirit, malignant, supernatural being, incubus, a devil, from Latin daemon. So that's the same. These are the same thing. Alright? Daemons and demons are the same thing. Alright? From Greek daemon. Alright? So these two, Phobos and Demos, these are just demons, evil spirits of fear. Alright? That's all they are. These two are the spirits of fear and terror. Twin brothers. Okay? Guiding spirit, right? You look up guiding spirit or spirit guide. Spirit of the ancestors and Almighty, they say. The ancestors are thought of as the living dead. Ancestor spirit guides are superior to the living and may include deceased parents. Alright? So, these are spirit guides. Spirit guides live as energy in the cosmic realm or as light beings. Light beings, which are very high level spirit guides. Some spirit guides are persons who have lived many former lifetimes, paid their karmic debts, and advanced beyond the need to reincarnate. So they say, right? So yeah, here you go. You're getting into necromancy, man. Alright? These spirit guides. They call them spirit guides. Alright? But we know in the Bible they call them familiar spirits, right? And these familiar spirits, they will come like an ancestor. They will act like a grandparent, a parent, uncle, aunts. This is to deceive you. Alright? So this right here, I don't know why, but all of a sudden when I started digging into all this, I thought about the Rihanna song, Diamonds. Alright? Diamonds. Alright? Because it said they were light beings, right? And in this song, what she's saying, I counted it 26 times. This is like an enchantment. It says, shine bright like a diamond. Most of the lyrics is shine bright like a diamond. Alright, it's like 26 times. See? Over and over and over again. Alright? And when you get this song in your head, it's hard to get it out. But you're a shooting star. I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. Energy. I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. Alright? What's this song really about, man? Alright? So when I thought about this, it took me to the star Sirius. Alright? Alright, hang on, man. This gonna be a ride, okay? Cause this just how it flows sometimes. It just took me there. Alright? I thought about the Rihanna song, then I thought about Sirius. The brightest star in the night sky. Alright? She said, shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Right? And if you know about Sirius is the brightest star in the sky at night. Alright, this is also called the dog star. Alright, the dog star. Alright, glowing or scorcher. So, this is just giving you an overall. Uh, this is supposed to be connected. This rising occurs at Cairo on July 19th, of the annual flooding of the Nile. Alright, so all this is connected to the last video we was just talking about. Mm-hmm. As Sirius is visible together with the constellation of Orion, the Egyptians worshipped Orion as the god Sa, the husband of Sophet, with whom she had a son, the sky god Sopdu. Alright, the goddess Sopdet was later syncretized with the goddess Isis. Sa was linked with Osiris, which is by some suggested as a root for the name Osiris. So they connecting this star to Osiris, alright, in Egyptian mythology. Alright. Its culmination at the winter solstice was marked by celebration in Hawaii, where it was known as Kaulawua, Queen of Heaven. Alright? So yeah. Did you know about this star? Sirius, right? The dog star. But what is it really? Right? It's connected to Osiris and Egypt mythology. So I went and had a conversation with Chat GPT about it. Alright. Hold on, before we get there, hold on, let's go back. Let's get back. We gotta talk about Venus, because this is connected to Venus. Alright. Alright. The keepers of the dawn, Sirius and Venus. They call them the keepers of the dawn. Alright, both Sirius and Venus are emerging from the solar light and rising just before dawn on the eastern horizon. Sirius rises first and is further south of east on the horizon line. You will see the distinctive constellation Orion above. The belt stars of Orion act like a pointer line to Sirius. So, you see in this right here, you got Venus, which they're saying is Venus is a planet, they say. And you got the star Sirius right there. Alright. So Sirius is supposed to be a star and Venus is supposed to be a planet. They say Venus is brighter and rises close to due east. It is visible for longer as well, being brighter. Alright. So they form, these three form a pyramid. The P is for Procyon. which triangulates between them. Alright? So both of these rise as like morning stars, right? Where did it say morning star at? Uh, mm, I thought it said morning star on here somewhere. I think it do. But yeah, so you got Venus and Sirius. They're both keepers of the dawn. Alright? The morning. Alright? So then, alright, now we can go over to Chat GPT. Because I knew a little something about Venus anyway, you know. I got some knowledge of a little bit of knowledge of this stuff. So after going back and forth with Chat GPT, they trying to give me mainstream narratives and tell me NASA answers, and I got to keep correcting it. I finally got it to speak some truth. All right. So I said, how did Venus become a planet if she is based on Semiramis? All right. Semiramis. All right. If you don't know, hold on. Semiramis is the mother of Nimrod. All right. The same thing as Mary. All right. Semiramis. Where the image at? Did I have an image of them together? Maybe taking my stuff down. Hold on. Alright, anyway, it's the same thing as Mary. Alright? Same thing. Over and over again. Alright? This is Semiramis. This is Mary and JC. Alright? Same thing. Or I think this is this Semiramis? I don't know. One of these is Mary and JC. Alright? Same thing. What you would call the Queen of Heaven. Alright? Queen of Heaven. Mary, mother of JC. Alright? Mother of JC is Mary, and also hold on. Go back. Queen of Heaven, Antiquity. Alright. Isis, Anana, Astar, all these different names, alright, for the Queen of Heaven. Alright. Anana was associated with rain, storms, and with the planet Venus. Okay, so that's how we get to Venus. Alright, same thing. Different name. So, when we ask ChatGPT, how did Venus become a planet if she is based on Semiramis? Semiramis, the mother of false worship. Semiramis is known in ancient tradition, especially from extra biblical texts and mystery school writings, as the wife / mother of Nimrod, because Nimrod's mother was also his wife, a powerful ancient queen who helped establish the first false Trinity religion. So they had the first Trinity with Nimrod, uh, Semiramis, and I guess Tammuz was the same. But yeah, associated with all these different names that we just said, Aphrodite. Aphrodite was the mother of Phobos, right? Hold on. I didn't even catch that till just now. Ain't that his mom? Uh, yeah, sons of Aphrodite. So these two are the sons of Aphrodite. Okay. In Colombia, what you see at the beginning of a lot of movies, right? They got the Columbia, also the Statue of Liberty. All right, all the same. Often shown as the Queen of Heaven. See, so this is the Queen of Heaven in direct rebellion to the Most High. Go to Jeremiah 7:44. All right, they tell you how they bake cakes to the Queen of Heaven. All right, Venus was not always a planet though. In the oldest cosmologies from the Hebrews, Egyptians, Chaldeans, and even they got Native Americans because those were Hebrews, a lot of them. Um, Planets were not spinning rocks in space. All right, stars and celestial lights were known as luminaries. These are divine beings, watchers, angelic lights. The word planet comes from the Greek planetes, meaning wanderer, implying disobedience or straying. Alright? Like Cain, right? Wasn't he the first wanderer? But yeah, planets equal fallen luminaries in many traditions. So these are not spinning rocks in space. These are actually divine beings, watchers, angelic lights, alright, fallen, alright, firmament and waters above the barrier. Alright, according to Genesis 1:6-8, the Most High divided the waters above the firmament from the waters below. This means heavenly bodies are not in a void vacuum, but are within or behind the firmament. What we call Venus is likely a celestial being or portal, not a rocky world. Alright, so this planet they call Venus is a celestial being, or could be a portal, they say. Alright, so Venus equals Semiramis, Astarte, Queen of Heaven. As time progressed, the ancient goddess Semiramis was deified in astrology and alchemy. She was assigned to the morning star. Alright, a title later falsely associated with Lucy, misusing Isaiah 14:12. Alright? So, because they say Lucy is the morning star. Alright? Is that a false title for Lucy? Because that was assigned to the Queen of Heaven. Alright? Or Lucy. Venus became the celestial throne of this feminine deity, seen before dawn or at dusk. Ancient astrology, modern NASA deception, in ancient Babylon, the gods were associated with celestial bodies. These associations were symbolic, not literal or scientific in modern sense. These deities have been repackaged as planets. So these planets that they call them planets are deities. Alright, they are giving properties, mass, gravity, rotation as part of the heliocentric deception. Venus, the planet, equals Venus, the goddess, equals Semiramis, wrapped in astronomical language. Alright, so they're worshiping the dead. Semiramis was a real person turned into a deity. Connection to fallen angels. Alright, fallen angels, watchers, descended and created hybrids. These beings were later worshipped as gods, and their offspring ruled nations. Many of these gods became planetary names: Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Planets, rebranded names of rebellious celestial beings. Venus was never a planet in the ancient sense. She was a deified woman turned into a celestial symbol. Her cult spread through Babylon, Rome, Greece, and America. Lady Liberty is her modern avatar. The planetary system is astrotheological, not astronomical truth. Astrology, man. Alright? Not astronomy. So, this is where it took me. Alright, when I was just looking up the spirit of fear. And it took me on a little ride. Come to find out, they are twins. Terror and panic. Alright? Not reverence. Because reverence is what we have for the Most High. But these are demons right here. Or evil spirits. Alright? Associated. And they go back to the times of Nimrod and them. Alright, Babylon. Alright. And pre-flood. Nephilim spirits. Alright. But I thought this was interesting. So I figured why not just include this and make this a special edition of scripts to meditate with. But as we look at this picture of the Queen of Heaven, right? When you look at it, right? Take a look at it. Can I zoom it in? Yeah. So this is the Queen of Heaven, I believe. Alright, this is Venus, or whatever you want to call her. Based off of Semiramis. But I thought it was interesting. And look at the face, too. The face. Look at the features. But I was looking at this headgear that she got on, right? And what is that? A lion? First thing I thought of was Maleficent. The Disney movie, man. With Angelina Jolie. So, there you go, man. They give it right to your children, man. All right. Yeah. I think this came out not too long ago, didn't it? Like a year or two ago, a couple years ago. That's the same headgear as the Queen of Heaven, ain't it? Ain't that the same thing? It looked like it. All right. So let's get into some scripts now. All right. Now that we know about this spirit of fear, the difference between reverence and terror. But first, we're gonna talk about reverence. All right. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. And Samuel, or Shemuel, said unto all of Israel, Behold, I have hearkened unto your voice, and all that ye said unto me, and have made a king over you. And now, behold, the king walks before you, and I am old and gray-headed. And behold, my sons are with you, and I have walked before you from my childhood unto this day. Behold, here I am, witness against me before Hawah, and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Or whose mule have I taken? Or whom have I defrauded? Whom have I oppressed? Or whose hand have I received any bribe to blind my eyes therewith? And I will restore it to you. And they said, You have not defrauded us, nor oppressed us, neither have you taken aught of any man's hand. And he said unto them, Hawah is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught in my hand. And they answered, He is witness. And Samuel said unto the people, It is Hawah that advanced Moshe and Aaron, and that brought your fathers up out of the land of Mizraim. Now therefore stand still, that I may reason with you before Hawah of all the righteous acts of Hawah, which he did to you and your fathers. When Jacob was come into Mizraim, and your fathers cried unto Hawah, then Hawah sent Moshe and Aaron, which brought forth your fathers out of Mizraim, and made them dwell in this place. And when they forgot Hawah, he sold them into the hand of Sisera, captain of the host of Hazel, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab. And they fought against them. And they cried unto Hawah and said, We have sinned, because we have forsaken Hawah, and we have served Balaam and Ashtaroth. But now deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, and we will serve you. And Hawah sent Zerubbabel and Bedan and Jephthah and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies on every side, and ye dwelled safe. And when ye saw that Nachash, the king of the children of Ammon, came against you, ye said unto me, Nay, but a king shall reign over us. when Hawa was your king. Now therefore, behold the king whom ye have chosen, and whom ye have desired, and behold, Hawa has set a king over you. If ye will fear Hawa and serve him, and obey his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of Hawa, then shall both ye and also the king that reigns over you continue following Hawa. But if ye will not obey the voice of Hawa, but rebel against the commandment of Hawa, then shall the hand of Hawa be against you, as it was against your fathers. Now therefore stand and see this great thing which Hawa will do before your eyes. Is it not wheat harvest today? I will call unto Hawa, he shall send thunder and rain, that ye may perceive and see that your wickedness is great, which ye have done in the sight of Hawa, in asking you a king. So Samuel called unto Hawa, and Hawa sent thunder and rain that day. And all the people greatly feared Hawa and Samuel. And all the people said unto Samuel, pray for your servants unto Hawa, that we die not. For we have added unto all our sins this evil to ask us a king. And Samuel said unto the people, fear not. Ye have done all this wickedness, yet turn not aside from following Hawa, but serve Hawa with all your hearts. And turn ye not aside, for then should ye go after vain things which cannot profit nor deliver, for they are vain. For Hawa will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased Hawa to make you his people. Moreover, as for me, far be it that I should sin against Hawa in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and the right way. Only fear Hawa and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider how great things he has done for you. But if ye shall still do wickedly, ye shall be consumed, both ye and your king. Only fear Hawa and serve him in truth with all your heart. Alright, let's go over here to 2 Kings chapter 17. Alright. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hosea the son of Elah to reign in Samaria, that's Samaria, over Yasharel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of Hawa, but not as the kings of Yasharel that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Ashur, and Hosea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Ashur found conspiracy in Hosea, for he had sent messengers to So king of Mizraim, and brought no present to the king of Ashur, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Ashur shut him up and bound him in prison. Then the king of Ashur came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. In the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Ashur took Samaria and carried Yasharel away into Assyria and placed them in Kalak, Kalak, and in Kayor or Habor, by the river of Gozan, in the cities of the Madai. For so it was that the children of Yasharel had sinned against Hawa, which had brought them up out of the land of Mizraim, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Mizraim, and had feared other Elohim, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom Hawa cast out from before the children of Yasharel, and of the kings of Yasharel, which they had made. And the children of Yasharel did secretly those things that were not right against Hawa. And they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they set them up images and Asher poles in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all high places, as did the heathen whom Hawa carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke Hawa to anger. For they served idols, whereof Hawa had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet Hawa testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and guard my commandments and my statutes, according to all the Torah which I commanded your fathers, which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks like the neck of their fathers that did not believe in Hawa. And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he cut with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom Hawa had charged them, that they should not do like them. And they left all the commandments of Hawa, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made an Asherah pole, and worshipped all the host of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of Hawa, to provoke him to anger. Therefore Hawa was very angry with Yasharel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. Also Judah did not guard the commandments of Hawa, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made. And Hawa rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. For he rent Yasharel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, king. And Jeroboam drove Israel from following Hawa, and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did. They departed not from them, until Hawa removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants and the prophets. So was Yasharel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Asher brought men from Babel and from Cuth and from Ava and from Kamath and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria, and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not Hawa. Therefore Hawa sent lions among them, which slew some of them. Wherefore they spoke to the king of Asher, saying, the nations which you have removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the Most High of the land. Therefore he has sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of Hawa of the land. Then the king of Asher commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of Hawa of the land. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Beit El, Bethel, and taught them how they should fear Hawa. Howbeit every nation made Elohim of their own, and put them in the houses of the high places which the Sumerians had made, every nation in their cities wherein they dwelt. And the men of Babel made Kukuth Succoth, Succoth Benath, and the men of Cuth made Nergal, and the men of Kamath made Ashima, and the Avim made Nabaz, and Tartak, and Sepharvim burnt their children in the fire to a Drumalek and an Amalek, to the Elohim of Sepharvaim. So they feared Hawa, and made unto themselves of the lowest of them priests of the high places, which sacrificed for them in the houses of the high places. They feared Hawa, and served their own Elohim, after the manner of the nations whom they carried away from thence. Unto this day they do after the former manners. They fear not Hawa, neither do they after their statutes, or after their ordinances, or after the Torah and commandment which Hawa commanded the children of Jacob, whom he named Yasharel, Hawasharel, Israel, with whom Hawa had cut a covenant, and charged them, saying, ye shall not fear other Elohim, nor bow yourselves to them, nor serve them, nor sacrifice to them. But Hawa, who brought you up out of the land of Mizraim with great power and a stretched out arm, him shall ye fear, and him shall ye worship, and to him shall ye do sacrifice. And the statutes and the ordinances and the Torah and the commandment which he wrote for you, ye shall guard to do forevermore. And ye shall not fear other Elohim. And the covenant that I have cut with you, ye shall not forget, neither shall ye fear other Elohim. But Hawa ye shall fear, and he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies. Howbeit they did not hearken, but they did after their former manner. So these nations feared Hawa, and served their graven images, both their children and their children's children, as did their fathers. So do they unto this day. Alright. Alright. Now, clearly we can see that you only fear Hawa. That's it. And when we talking fear, we talking reverence, not terror. But now we're gonna talk some terror for the unrighteous. And we're gonna go over here to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. Alright. This is for the unrighteous. For great, verse 1. For great are your judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they, being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bounds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions or ghosts. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by, and hissing of serpents, they died for fear. Denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. For wickedness, condemned by her own witness, is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always forecast grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the helps which reason offers. Fear is nothing else but a betraying of the helps which reason offers. And the expectation from within being less counts the ignorance more than the cause which brings the torment. But they, sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of the inevitable Sheol, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly fainted, their heart failing them, for a sudden fear, and not looked for, came upon them. So then, whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars. For whether he was a husbandman or shepherd or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken, and endured that necessity which could not be avoided, for they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Whether it was a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen of skipping beasts, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beasts, or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them to swoon for fear, for the whole world shined with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread a heavy night, an image of darkness which should afterward receive them. But yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Mm. Alright, we're talking about unrighteous. Alright, scary things happening to the wicked. And let's go ahead and finish up strong. And head over here to Proverbs 3 and end it on a good note. My son, forget not my Torah, but let your heart guard my commandments. Alright, it's Alma speaking right here. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them about your neck. Write them upon the table of your heart. So shall you find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes, fear Yahweh, and depart from evil. It shall be health to your navel, and marrow to your bones. Honor Yahweh with your substance, and with the first fruits of all your increase. So shall your barns be filled with plenty, and your presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction. For whom Yahweh loves, he corrects, even as a father the son in whom he delights. Happy is the man that finds wisdom, and the man that gets understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you can desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retains her. Yahweh, by wisdom, has founded the earth. By understanding has he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from your eyes. Guard sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto your soul, and grace to your neck. Then shall you walk in your way safely, and your foot shall not stumble. When you lie down, you shall not be afraid. Yea, you shall lie down, and your sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked, when it comes. For Hawa shall be your confidence and shall guard your foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of your hand to do it. Say not unto your neighbor, go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when you have it by you. Devise not evil against your neighbor, seeing he dwells securely by you. Strive not with the man without cause, if he has done you no harm. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to Hawa, but his secret is with the holy ones, or the righteous. The curse of Hawa is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the habitation of the just. Surely he scorns the scorners, but he gives grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. Alright? All praises to Wah. All praises. And this has been Scripts to Meditate with. Special edition. Dawada for rocking out with me. Catch y'all on the next one. Alright? Shalom.